Thank you. Thank you. Well, welcome to next week. So I didn't give you all any homework. I didn't. Because I was like, you guys are on break. I'll give you homework. I know where you live. So we're gonna start off with kind of a recap. Can you turn your camera? Oh my gosh! My camera wasn't on. That's goofy. Thanks, Jenna. Do you? I can't believe I was functioning without the camera. Bless you. Yes, thank you. Oh, yeah, sure. I will take worship notes, however. Do you want me to go worship notes around? Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Do you see the screen, those of you that are online?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Woo! That means I'm actually doing something right. So last week we talked about law and we played that awesome game of black magic. Nicole. Oh, should we play one round of black magic, Tyler? So just for Jared? Okay, you have to figure out the rules of this game. Okay? That's your job. You have to figure out the rules of this game. The game is called Black Magic. Bye, Amber. See you later. All right, Nicole's gonna lead this. You. Pick any object. Derek's gonna pick an object. Hold on, I can move you guys to. You can see the action. What is it? A little that? Oh, man, a hook on the ceiling. We'll see how this goes. Okay, Lily, you want to go Amber? Tyler loved this game, just so you know. All right, here we go. They're gonna do it. Okay. Is this thing black magic? No. Scared black magic? No. This is table black magic? No. That scarecrow black magic? No. That tree black magic? No. Is the fan black magic? No. So far, so good. That hook black magic. Yeah. You know, remember the rules? Yeah. You guys asked. All right, let's stop. Let's stop. Jared, what do you think the rules are?
You have to try to guess which object is black magic.
Well, yeah, that's one of them.
Hints kind of towards it.
Right. So, but how do you decipher what's black magic?
Here, let's do another round with me going out because I think she forgot.
Okay, we're gonna do one more round of black magic. Woo! I think Jared gets to pick again. The what?
Doesn't matter. They
The pulley, the chain. Okay, the chain on the fan is black magic. Okay. Go get, yep. Jasmine, please. Black magic for Jared. Welcome. Pick any seat. Nicole's sitting over there. Hi, Jenna. I see your face. Okay. I'm going to ask the questions. All right, here we go. You ready? Pay attention. Is the piano black magic? No. Is Lillian black magic? No. Is the chair black magic? Is the church black magic? No, it's not. Good. Is the picture over the fireplace black magic? Is the light bulb black magic? No. Is my sweater black magic? Is the little pull chain up there but for the light and the fan black magic? Yes. She's right. What?
Because on the 8th one you say yes to the 9th one.
No, but you're getting close. So we'll play it again. We'll play it again next week. All right. Anyway, we gotta try that so everyone gets it. So think about it. The game is called Black Magic. Huh?
I think you said it was like the 6th one.
Nope. Nothing to do with the order of objects. Okay. So we talked about laws, and let's see. This time we're going to start with law and start on judges. So the recap of the laws, there are a ton of laws in the Old Testament. Okay, but these are the 10 most important ones. And really they're called the 10 Commandments. Another name for them is the Mosaic Law. Why do you think it's called the Mosaic Law? Jenna?
Because Moses went to the top of the mountain to get them?
Yes, that's right. That's right. You got it. It's because Moses and God. God gave them to Moses, Mosaic Law. You shall have no other gods. Do not use the name of the Lord your God in vain. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Honor your father and your mother. You shall not kill. I always like that because kind of grab someone's neck. Don't kill anybody. You should not commit. You should not steal. I always can remember this. Put your hands up and you got a gun. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house, your neighbor's stuff. And use 10, you should not covet your neighbor's stuff. Now, I just wrote them. I wrote them in my own language. It's in order of Martin Luther's order, but it's not written like Martin. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So Jasmine asked of like the name of the Lord your God, like, does it mean like when you say, oh my God? I would say yes. I would say yes. Lily, child of mine, computer, down. Down. I have to tell my child to turn off her computer. So, do you guys do anything else with that? Do you say anything like, do you guys say like, oh my gosh? Would saying, oh my gosh, would that make it better or would that be the same thing? Okay. All right. Fair. I mean, that could be. Oh my Lanta. But look at this. We talked about laws, and these are the laws that I want you to focus on, these 10 commandments. But there are 613 laws in the Old Testament, including the 10 Commandments. So from the 10 Commandments, there came a whole slew of laws. And we are going to play a game. I have them all in this document. I might be reading from on the page or I might not. Well, I'm gonna have you guess. Or, and if you can say, if you say yes, then try to say where it came from. Just for fun, just to try it out. Okay. You are to judge cases of injuries caused by beasts. Is that a law? It is. Yep, it's found in Exodus chapter 21, verses 35 to 36. You do not curse a judge. It is. Do not curse a judge. And that's found in Exodus 22, 27. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Do not make idols even for others. Not even God as idols, but don't make idols out of other people. Do not consult wizards. Do not consult wizards. Is it in the Bible or not? It is. Leviticus 19, 31. Don't build an altar out of hewn stone. Yep. You know, so I think what I want to say, it might not be what we understand as wizards, like Harry Potter wizards. But there were a lot of people at that time that, you know, if there were stars in a certain alignment and the moon was a certain shape, then they did X, Y, Z. So I mean, or they thought that this would happen. So I mean, there were people. In fact, that is what Magi's were. And Magi's were the people who studied the stars and saw that there was a great big phenomenon that happened in Bethlehem, and they followed the star and went to find Jesus as a child. So yeah, there were. It was just different than what we think, I think. All right, I can't find that in here, but you cannot wear an article of clothing made with two different materials. Yeah, that's in the Bible. That is like if you could only wear, huh? So really you could, I mean, in a sense, they wouldn't wear cotton, but I mean, it would only be made from like one animal fur or camel skin or something like that. Yes. Oh, I'll answer that real quick. The prayer shawls, you can grab one, and if one of your friends is going through a tough time, or if you know of somebody's parent that's sick, you can give them this prayer shawl as a sign of our prayers with them and God's comfort is with them. There. Jasmine. No, they get to keep them. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Are they what? Free? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they're free. So really, if someone is going through a hard time, you can take one and give it to them for sure. All right, you are to give the first of the fleece to the priest. It is. Yeah. What does that mean? Like when you're shearing sheep, the first sheep and the first fleece goes to the priest. What? Maybe. Do not enter the sanctuary with disheveled hair. It is. That's what Leviticus. Don't come to church with messed up hair. What? My hair is messed up every day. Whoo. What? I know, I break laws. Do not offer up leavened bread or honey. It is. Leviticus 2. Salt your sacrifice. It is. What? Yeah. These are all a whole bunch of laws, 613 laws. We have to follow. What? Why are we asking? Well, I didn't say, some of them were not in there, but not everything. I didn't do too many of those. I read a whole bunch of them that were in there. But what are we supposed to do with all those other laws? What? Except for a few, yeah. But I mean, like, are we to follow all those as Christians to the letter? What do we do with them? I mean, we try our darndest, but really we understand that Jesus changed the whole thing and offered himself as a sacrifice for us, not measuring up all the time. So we don't have to. We don't have to. Well, that's skip forward. Okay. Open up the law. The law. I am the law. Nah, not the law. Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead. The law. So we're on this first page. Why do we emphasize some laws and not others? Laws are typically used to keep people safe, to establish expectations, to define. Page 17. Quickly, yeah. 17, everyone find law. I just like the word law. I don't know why. If we didn't have, let's say, road signs, that would be utterly chaos. Trust me, it is, because when I was a student in Costa Rica, there was hardly any stop signs, but they happened once in a while. There was no speed limit at all, so you really had to pay attention. The 10 Commandments and other biblical rules are God's laws to help us avoid chaos and instead live well with God and one another. What kind of law would you make your life a little easier? No homework, candy, or breakfast? jetpacks for everyone. Get creative. Add. I want you to add your law. What would your law be? Oh, yeah. Good. That's okay. No what? No laws of physics? We can float everywhere? That'd be interesting. But that would be utterly chaos, but okay. All right, what would your law be, Jasmine? Are you thinking? I think mine would be, I don't know. My law would be like only clean your house like twice a year, but that'd be kind of gross. I clean my house like once a week. A law that would help me out. Jasmine says everyone should be paid equal amount. That would make life easier for not just you, but per hour. Yeah. What? $1 million a year. $1 million an hour? Whoa. I mean, that's big thinking, but I mean, I think there would still be chaos, but I don't know. Would you want to be like absolutely rich and have all the money in the world? I would not. Huh? It's true. I mean, heaven would be fine. It would be great. I've contemplated living forever. Be interesting. Yes, Lily. No swearing at school. Yeah, Lillian doesn't. I even when I try to substitute, because I don't use vulgar language often. But if I do, I always substitute it, and Lillian still doesn't like me doing it. Ooh. I know. That's what. See, no. But so like a female dog, right? I mean, it's an actual scientific term, I would say. I could say it, but I mean, when you use it as derogatory. All right, Nicole, what would your law be? Hold on, we're gonna listen to Nicole. You don't know? That's okay. All right, let's move on, people, to the next section. All right, opening the door. Let's see, what's some fun things? God's law often starts with "you shall not," but every shall not opens the door to something better. I think that's something that's important to know. So for the keys, when they were slaves in Egypt, the Israelites did whatever Pharaoh told them. When they were on their own, they had to learn how to listen to God and how to treat one another. They had to learn how to be free. On these keys, write down 3 rules you have for using your freedom wisely, living well with God, and getting along with others. Write 3 laws. 3 rules that you have for using your freedom.
So I want other.
One key is freedom, one is relationship with others, and one is relationship with God. So like relationship with God would be, yeah.
No bullying, no injury colors. I know bullying, injury colors. But bullying's constantly.
But relationship with God. I hear about bullying, but I think maybe your bullying could be also added with that relationship with others. A rule: always pray the Lord's Prayer at night. I think that helped with my relationship with God. Yeah. So that's an example. What? Sure. Freedom would be, yeah, if you can keep up with this, it'll be fine, yeah. What are you guys doing online? Are you writing anything down? You can share it in the chat. I could see it. Let me see. Nothing in the chat, but let me know your roles. I did that to Jenna, everyone. Let me know your roles. Okay. If you're past that, think the law is the law. Think of a law from the Bible or from society that acts like one of these chains: paper, metal, or a bicycle. What is meant to protect like a heavy chain? So like paper chain, you can break really easily. Metal, you can't really break. Hold on 1 second. And then a law that kind of keeps you moving forward, because a bicycle chain keeps you moving forward. Right? Your answer's beneath the paper, metal. Oh, we were working on the keys, girl. Keys.
I'm gonna mix them up.
Anna said her freedom would be no parent supervision all the time. Whoa. So think of the law from the Bible or from society that acts like these chains. So the paper one would be an easy chain to break. Metal would be really hard to break. So what's meant to protect, like a heavy metal chain? What law from society, Bible? Okay, or you can put it above. I mean, this is your paper. Let's make it easy. I'm not trying to make it hard. I just want y'all to learn about God. What? Oh, right. That's what meant to protect like a heavy metal chain. Jasmine. Yeah. Hold on. I was asking. Do not kill. That's the heavy metal chain one. Ah, that's a good one. I would say, yeah. Yeah. Oh.
There are other things that focus that more on change the tracks. There are less of another one because it wouldn't actually happen in real life. It was where we were on a bridge and there were 5 people on the train tracks.
They're talking about train tracking and science.
That got off, so that got instead of those 5 people.
Sure. Yikes. Holy cow. Yeah, that's a good one, Jasmine, though. That's a really, I agree with that one. Yeah. Any others? What we're looking at this bottom one on page 18. Think of like a what law, either in society or from the Bible, that's like temporary, that's like paper, easy to break metal, that would be meant to protect, and then a bicycle chain, like help us to move forward. That's okay. So that's what we're looking at. Does anyone get one that would help us move forward? A law, Bible, or society? What? Jasmine. Okay, hold on. Well, get the word. I'm gonna ask to see what Jasmine says.
Other countries where we more free to do things, like some countries around the world that can't vote, so they would be able to vote.
Yeah. Voting and stuff. Yeah. Like in this country and other countries. Yeah. Mm. So good job. So one time I went to New York City and I visited the United Nations. Lillian went to visit the United Nations just because I thought that would be really neat. And it was really neat to visit the United Nations. And there was an actual like tour, and there was a kids tour. So that was cool because you get to learn, and there were pictures and stuff. But the United Nations really was formed after World War II for the basic, to keep the dignity of humanity across the globe. And what they really look at is everyone deserves food, shelter, and to make a living, and education. So those are the things that they really, in every country, should have those, what they call basic human rights. So I think that would progress and move forward. Jasmine. Okay. All right. All right. All right, on page 19, let's go to the door. Think about the ways the law, God's law, the laws of our society, the laws of your family, help people live well together. In the open door, right? In the open door, write down one of God's laws, a commandment, or one of the other laws that you've read about that helps God's people live free. No, the door. I don't know. We'll see. I always appreciated the law of, don't covet your neighbor's wife or anything and all that, like 9 and 10. The what? Human thing. Oh, the United Nations. Hewn stones, hewn, Hewn. Sounds like human, but hewn, which means like carved out of something. But that always, I think, helps me more live freely. What? Right. But does that help you live freely with God? Good. Hey, Lillian, can I have your computer, please? Lillian Smoot. Okay, let's keep going forward. All right, sometimes societal laws can act like locks to keep people from being truly free. So it's option one on the top. Can you think of laws that exist now or that existed during history that were used to hurt people instead of help them? If you want to look this up on your phones or whatever you got, fine. But you guys got 3 minutes. Option one on the next page. Sometimes societal laws. Option one. Here, I'm gonna Google. Oh, there we go. See, I have 2 working screens, so let's see. Oh, I got one. Let's see if I can make this interesting. Annotate text. Ha! There you go. There's mine. Did you find one? Lillian, did you write it down? Jasmine, what do you have? I saw you writing. Oh.
Like there was one earlier for this year. It was Taylor's in, but there was a law that women would have an abortion in that state. That's abortion laws are, yeah, sometimes they can really hurt and sometimes they're good. Really deep down, we all want humans and we all want life and we want life for people. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Did you have one? Jaywalking, okay. Tell me about that.
So in a lot of places, it is illegal. And a lot of times people have struggled to cross the road because it's so packed in one big cities. So they go somewhere else where it's legal and we get ticketed for something.
So like jaywalk, yeah. I've walked in a jail a lot. Yeah. Nicole has her hand raised. I'm gonna go talk. Nicole, what's up? Yes, jail bonds and stuff like that. Yeah. The one I put up is water fountains for white people only. That was a law. I mean, that was minor, but that was like set and it was only for specific people, but there may have not been a water fountain for colored people at that time. That's how it was voiced. Crazy. All right, let's go on. Oh, I'm gonna stop annotating. Stop. And then go on. Oh, whoa! I gotta delete my thingy. Ah, shoot ski. See, I said shoot ski. Oh, I gotta get to this screen so I can go back to annotate, so I can go to clear. Yay! I did it. No, I didn't. Now I gotta stop. All right, so judges. Hey, can I have, let's see. We're going to learn about judges. Judges. Now there's a book of Judges in the Bible. And where did the judges come from? Really? Thank you. So judges came out of the people because how many laws were there? No. So there was a lot, and there were some very noteworthy judges at that time. And you'll find their story in the book of Judges. And you will also find in the book of Judges some scripture about how things were judged. One of the stories is about these two women that they were arguing over this child. And they went before the judge, and the judge couldn't determine who the real mother was. So the judge said, let's just chop the baby in half. This is in the book of Judges, okay? And then all of a sudden, one of the women said, no. So the woman who spoke up was the real mother. So that's how it was judged. There is also another story in the book of Judges. That I think we'll study next time, because I really want to study it, because it's one of the, I think one of the most difficult stories in the Bible to read. I'll do that next time. And it's about a judging. Well, let's look at Judges 6, 19 and 24. Hey, Jenna, would you mind reading what's on the screen? I'll help you with the big words.
Okay. So Galadon went into his house. Yeah.
Oh, you can't see the top, can you?
No, I can.
Oh, you can, okay.
So Gideon
Yep.
went into his house and prepared a kid.
And the kid wasn't a kid like you. A kid was a
Dessert?
goat. It was a goat. Young goat.
Prepared a kid and unleavened cakes from a ephah of flour. The meat he put in a basket, and the broth he put in a pot, and brought them to him under the oak and presented them. The angels of God said to him, take the meat and the unleavened cakes, and put them on this rock, and pour out the broth. And so he did. Then the angels of the Lord reached out and tipped of the staff that was in his hand, and touched the meat and the unleavened cakes. The fire sprang up from the rocks and consumed the meat and the unleavened cakes. The angels of the Lord vanished from his sight. And Gideon perceived that it was the angels of the Lord. And Gideon said, help me, Lord God, for I have seen the angels of the Lord face to face. But God said to him, Peace be with you, do not fear, you shall not die. Then Gideon built the altar there to the Lord and called it the Lord is peace, and to this day it still stands at Ophrah, which is in
to the Aberzites. That's a hard one. Aberzites. Thank you, Jenna, very much. I appreciate it. So,
yeah.
this is the scripture reading where Oprah got her name from. True story. This is the scripture where Oprah, except like the story goes that they the nurses wrote it down wrong and forgot the H, but O-P-R-A-H, and that it means the Lord is peace. So Ophrah. Thank you for reading that. So he made the altar out of, it wasn't hewn stone, it was a rock that was already in the earth. So that's, remember I read one of those laws. And so there was this goat and stuff on it and broth, and the flame came from God as an offering. That's interesting. No. Okay, Gideon built his altar after seeing a clear sign of God's presence. What would you do if you saw God so clearly you had no choice but to believe it was God? Sure. Ask a lot of questions. Yeah, it would. Amber. Talk to God. Sure. Nice. I would. Yeah. Lillian. Oh, sure. That'd be interesting. Jasmine. Ask to talk to the devil. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could. Sure. Nicole. Yeah, I mean, I would be like, oh yeah, you're God. You're the one. That's what I would say. I know there was one song when I was in high school, What If God Was One of Us? And, the story goes on to tell us that even after this strange encounter with God, Gideon was afraid to follow God's commands because of what other people might think of him. Oh my gosh, that's not relatable today at all, is it? What does this tell you about the leaders God chooses? What do you think? Jasmine's thinking. Basically, God uses whoever, oh, go to Jasmine. God uses whoever God wants. Really? I mean, but calls us. God uses us. I mean, we understand God is, we're part of the fabric of God. Because we are created in God's image. Yeah. Jasmine. Yeah. Question. Uh-huh. So there's a lot. I think you should read more than it. Go into the book of Genesis. I think that's a really good question, Jared. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of God created Adam and Eve. There are lots of thoughts. I mean, and the Bible is very much in studying can incorporate lots of different thoughts. So Adam and Eve started the population. It also is noted that like the story of Adam and Eve are what is in the Bible, and that God did create, but these were really special people that God placed. Nicole. They did. That's correct. And then there could be another daughter somewhere. Again, this is what's in the Bible. We don't know. There could be more, but this is what's written down. Jasmine. I don't know. You know what? I don't have my Bible behind me. Gosh, you guys are asking lots of questions. Well, you guys have 2 more minutes. Do you have any other questions? I'm going to double check to make sure, because I'm going to see if it's written down in. Oh, let's talk about the Thanksgiving dinner. Jasmine. Tell me. So for the Thanksgiving dinner, there are shifts on Friday that you can help, 3 to 6 on Friday. And then on Saturday, it's predominantly, can you hold on? I'm giving information. 3 to 6 on Saturday, but there also need like from 12 to 3 on Saturday. So no, the 20th, November 20th, not this weekend. So do you prefer like the Saturday 3 to 6? That's when we need the most help. But there's always Friday, and there's also like noon to 3 too. Okay, I will email a form out again to see what we have. You can also talk to Lola. Lola's here too. Thank you. You guys did a great job. We're going to meet same bat time, same bat channel next week. Okie dokie schmoky. Thank you, Jenna. Holy cow. We're going to stop this. Woo.